Hi everyone. Thank you for coming back and joining me for the 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween series. Today I'm on number 7 and we're going to alter a jumbo Dollar Tree pencil pouch. Okay, now I was gifted one of these from a friend of mine. I think she purchased this at Target. And I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh, look, it says gorgeous and the eyelashes, and I love the tassel here. And then she filled it with goodies. And I was looking at this the other day, and that's when I purchased these jumbo pouches from the Dollar Tree and decided I was going to alter it because I want to gift some goodies to a friend of mine. I think these would also be great for your swaps, your giveaways. It would be nice, like if you do giveaways for your channel, to alter one of these and then put your goodies in here, whatever you're giving away. And another thing it would be good for, like if you do crops and you go to be with your crafty friends, you could put all your tools and stuff in this and take it with you. So anyway, this is how mine turned out. Isn't it cute? I love how this turned out. Now, one thing I want to say about my pencil pouch here is it has like an irregularity there. And if I would have seen that, I probably would not have picked that one up. But this one's pretty nice. So I'm going to use this one as my gift. This one I'm going to keep. I made a little charm, beaded charm for the end of it. See if I can get a close up here. I used some of this, I think it's called Scrunchy Fun Fur. I'll have to show it to you then. And then I have a skull bead. And then I just beaded this up. And then these are the felt witches hats that I picked up the other day from the Dollar Tree. The felt stickers. And I just backed them up back to back. Punched a hole in it. And added it to my charm. Now I'm not going to show you how to do a beaded charm today because there are a ton of videos out there on these. You can just type it in your search bar. But I will show you how I altered the pouch. I made some handmade flowers, which I'm going to show you how to make today. This is handmade. These are just some roses I had in my stash that I kind of inked up, and then these are handmade. This came from Table Scatter from Walmart, which I'll show you. And this came from some ephemera I had left over in my stash from Halloween paper. And then I have beaded trim on the top. I punched this out with my Fiskars border punch right here. Okay. And just put flower arrangements down here. Use some gray petals and some white roses. So I think it came out really cute. And the nice thing, it fits a ton of stuff. So I have some of this jumbo confetti or table scatter, however you want to call it, in here from Walmart. And these are double-sided. You can use the glitter side or the metallic look side. Some beads in here, adhesive gemstones, some more jumbo confetti. I have an actual paper pad, 6x6 paper pad in here, and I just put some stuff in to show you how much this thing can fit. Big pack of stickers from the Dollar Tree, and I have a homemade box that I made, which this is actually going to be our very next 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween. So stay tuned, you're going to learn how to make this. And then inside I have tissue paper, and I tucked in some extra flowers that I made, and these are some roses I had in my stash to gift to a friend. And then I just have some tissue paper in there. So this is going to be our next haunted project, so look forward to that. But it's a huge, huge bag. You can really fill it with a lot of goodies. So I'm going to set all this aside. Now I realize you're not going to have the same exact things in your stash that I have, but I just thought I'd show you how I made this one and give you guys, you know, some inspiration and some ideas on how to make yours. Okay, so let's get started. One thing you're going to need is a scrap piece of cardstock to slip into your bag. Reason being, I'm going to use hot glue, and just in case the hot glue would seep through this, I don't think it will. It didn't on my other one, but just in case, I put this cardstock in it so that the bag wouldn't stick together, and then I can pull this out. Okay, so I did use that, and we're going to cut this tag off here. And like I said, I got this at the Dollar Tree, jumbo pencil pouch. And I took some measurements, and it measures 12 inches across, and then the big section measures 5 3/4 inches down, and then in here it measures about 1 inch. So I measured out my pattern paper. This one I'm going to use bats. The last one I used this spider web design. I measured out my pattern paper, and this I measured at 11.5 by 5 3/4. So I'm going to pop in my cardstock here, and I'm going to start at this end, and I'm going to add some hot glue to my end. And I pretty much use hot glue on this whole bag. Okay, so I'm going to press my edge down. And then what I did was lift my paper and just kind of add hot glue on the back and press down. And I did that through the whole thing until I got to the other end. I told my hubby next time I go to Crafty Ladies with my crafty friends, I'm going to put all my tools in this one and take it with me, and it's just kind of a cute little pouch for the holidays. And if you don't like Halloween, you know, you can always do these for Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays. How nice would this be to gift to a friend for their birthday with a lot of crafty goodies inside? So they get a handmade gift, you know, altered gift from you with some crafty goodness. Okay, so that's down. And the nice thing is this top flap does lift up, so I can put my paper up here. And I'm going to put my trim on. Now my trim I measured at 11.5 by 7/8 of an inch. And then I punched it with my Fiskars border punch. Punched a little bordered edge on it. So I'm going to start it down here. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other paper. I'm going to add hot glue and work my way down. Okay, now I have Rick Rack. I love Rick Rack, and I love the mini Rick Rack. I just think it's so cute. This one I used bling all around my bag. I ran out of the bling, so this one we're going to use Rick Rack today. Put a little bit of glue here. Going to use my tweezer because I don't want to burn my finger, and let that dry a little bit. Okay. And I haven't really trimmed off my Rick Rack. I'm just going to run my glue all the way down the border. on the edge there, and then just lay in my rickrack. I love this stuff. You can find a lot of rickrack at like yard sales and thrift stores. I find that in there a lot. People clean out their sewing kits, realize they didn't need it, and get rid of it, and all the better for us, right? So I have rickrack on the top. I'm going to do it all around my edges here. Just add some hot glue. And lay down, whoops, my rickrack. And this I don't think I'm going to need to cut. I think I can just, no, I better cut it. I was going to just kind of turn it a little, but I don't like it how it bulks up there. And once again, I forgot to put my paper in. Okay, let me run it all along this edge. These are so nice too to decorate when you're doing swaps or giveaways too. They get a little handmade gift from you. Cut this end here. So to kind of update you guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know that my hubby and I live in a one-bedroom loft apartment. So my craft room is actually half of my bedroom. And we have decided we are going to upgrade. And we're moving to a 2-bedroom in the same complex. Thank goodness. It's only a building behind us here. In like 2 weeks. So it's a little chaotic around our place, but we're getting it done, and hoping to maybe film a couple videos ahead of time before we actually start the move, so that I don't miss any of the series projects. I'm gonna hate packing up my craft stuff, but it's gotta be done. It's only for a weekend, and then I can unpack it, but it's a lot of work. It'll be fun though. Okay, so we got our rickrack on there. Now I'm going to show you guys how I put together my flowers. So this, I have a coaster. It's almost like one of those spongy mouse pads. So if you don't have a coaster or a flower pad, you can use a mouse pad. And this is a medium 5-petal punch. This is from Piscars. And then I have the small 5-petal punch from EK Success. So what you're going to need to make this flower here, isn't that cute? I've done a tutorial on these before, but I'm doing it again just for this video. You're going to need 2 in orange, or 2 of whatever color, 1 in black, and then 2 of the small punches to make this flower. So I've already done 3 of them, but I'm going to show you on this one how you can bend it. You can use either a round nose plier, or you can use a pair of your tweezers. And you're just going to take it, put it in the center of the petal. I usually put my finger under here and my thumb up top. And what you're going to do is you're going to twist it, pull out your tweezer so it looks like that, and then pinch it closed. Okay, I'm going to do it again. twist, see it twisting? Pull out the tweezer and pinch it closed. Twist, pinch, twist. My finger's dry, hold on. Twist and pinch. Twist that paper. See how I turn the plier and pinch? And it'll end up like this. You're going to do the same thing to the small one, and I'll show you how to do that with a pair of tweezers. Put it in the center and twist, okay, and pinch. Twist, pinch. Twist and pinch. Put it in the center of the petal. Twist it and pinch. Twist it and pinch. Okay, so we have 2 orange. I do not use hot glue when I make my flowers just because I tend to burn my fingers, and also it leaves a lot of hot glue strings that drives me crazy. So I'm going to offset the petals and layer black on top of orange, and then I'm going to offset the orange again on top of the black one. Offset the petals, and then I'm going to put it on top of my little coaster here, and I'm just going to go in and press the edges so it kind of raises the petals. It makes almost like a little cup. Okay, see how that turned out? And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Add a little glue and offset the petals. Just like that. And I'm going to get my tweezer for this one. Add a little glue and offset the petals. So it should look like that. And then I'm just going to use one of these beads that my friend Crafty Irina made me a while ago. I thought they were perfect for these flowers. She melted these. I think these were like perler beads or something. I forget what they're called, but she had melted them in her oven, and she showed a tutorial on how to do this. So I'm going to post a link below to her channel. Check it out. She has wonderful tutorials over on her channel, showing you all kinds of things, giving you crafty inspiration. Okay, so now I have my smaller flowers. These are super simple to make. You're just gonna layer paper. You're not even gonna, you don't even need this if you don't want it. For this, I use, this one is an 8 petal punch. I got these, they have the Paper Studio brand, which is Hobby Lobby's. This is the medium, and this is the small, and you can see they're this one's very tiny. Okay, so what you're gonna need to make this flower is I punched out 2 orange in the medium and 1 black, and then 1 black of the small. And all I did was layer them up. These I did not even use, I didn't bend or anything, and they just turn out really cute like that. I'm gonna have to bring this closer, but I'm offsetting the petals again. Little glue in the center, and offset the petal, and then the same thing for the center, the little tiny one, and then this one is just a plain orange one because I ran out of the other colors. I'm gonna put that right in the center there. And that's it, guys. That's how I made that one, and I just kind of fluffed up the petals. You can go in there and move them about. Oop! Too too soon, too soon. It wasn't dry. There we go. Okay, so that's how I made that one. I'm going to set those aside. Now, I had these in my stash, these roses, and basically all I did, if you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but I went in with some of this black soot distress ink. I use this a lot. I love this stuff. Let me put a pin in my glue here. Okay, I went in, and while they were still on the stem, because it's much easier that way, I just kind of inked up the edges and then clipped it off to use on my bag. And I did the same thing with the white roses. Just went in, inked them up, and then we're going to clip them off the wire for the bag. So I'm going to layer in my flowers so you can see how I did that. And we're pretty much finished. I also had some of these gray flowers, mulberry flowers in my stash. I had these little ones in here. So I'm going to layer those in as well. Let's get started. So for my corners, I just started with one of these gray ones. And pop that on there. And then I'm going to use one of my bigger handmade flowers. Push that on. Oops. Again, I forgot to use my cardstock. I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller so it's not poking my other flowers here. Let me put that in there. There we go. Just in case it seeps through. Okay, and then I'm going to layer in some green. I'm going to take the little ones and I'll layer those in. And where did my white roses go? Here they are. I'm going to add a white rose here. And I think I'll add one here to that end. Maybe put another one of these. And I'm going to take one of these smaller petals and I'm just going to fold it kind of like this. And I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to that tip. And I'm going to tuck that in. Okay, so it gives it that kind of look there. And I'm going to do the same thing up top here. Put one of these. Add a white rose. And I'm going to need some more white roses. So I might as well go ahead and ink some up. Just adds a little color and distress to them, makes them look a little more Halloween-y. Halloween-y? Is that a word? Okay. I only like to cut them off as I need them. Another one up here. Okay, maybe I will get another gray petal. This is a great way to, if you use mulberry flowers like this and you just kind of roll them up, put a little glue here, and you tuck them in. It gives it dimension, and also you don't have to add leaves if you don't want to. You can just kind of, like this one, you can do the same thing to this big one here. Kind of fold it up, crinkle it a little bit, and you can tuck it right in there. Okay, see what I just did? Just adds a little something to it. Okay, so I like this side. I think this side's done. I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite corner. Again, start with the gray one, big one, Gonna go in with some green again. And looks to me like I need another green one here. So I'm gonna ink that up. And this actual bag I'm gifting to a friend. And I'm gonna be putting some Halloween treats in here for her. And then she can reuse it, you know, for her crops or whatever she wants to use it for, some storage. Got a little orange flower there, another rose. Maybe one of these gray petals. Tuck up under this one. And then I have another ephemera piece that I'm going to kind of fussy cut. And for those of you that don't know what fussy cutting is, because when I first started doing this years ago, I had no clue what they were talking. When somebody said fussy cut, I was like, what in the world is that? But basically, you're cutting around an image really close. This is it. So I'm going to cut really close to the spooky image and cut that out. That's basically what it is. Okay, I'm going to add another little gray one here. What's really cool too is this was only $1 from the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, the Dollar Tree is one of my favorite stores for, you know, picking up things like this, and I love to alter things. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love going to yard sales and thrift stores and picking up what somebody was basically thinking was junk and turning it into a treasure. I just love doing that. Okay, I'm going to add another big one here. And then we're going to, this one I might use a tweezer with. Kind of get it under there. Here we go. Okay, I like the way that looks. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to zip this up, and I'm going to add my charm. I don't know if I showed you this one, but I have like a safety pin here. I have some of that fun floss, a skull bead, and then I just beaded these up, and I used one of those felt stickers, but I couldn't back them up, so what I did was I backed it up with cardstock, and then I glittered the cardstock up. So I made our little beaded charm. I'm going to add that to the zipper handle there. And we are going to fussy cut this sentiment out. I have a lot of ephemera left over in my, you know, when you buy kits and stuff and you don't use all of it. So I thought this would be a good use for some of it. I might even throw in some so that she can use. Okay, cut out the sentiment spooky. And I want some dimension to that, so I'm going to get out my foam tape and cut some pieces, put it on the back, and then we're going to get some of that table scatter or confetti. I'll tell you, the confetti from Walmart is actually really nice. It's kind of thick. It's not real flimsy and cheesy. Now, this is really good adhesive, but I'm going to add some hot glue to it just to give it even more oomph. Okay, I'm putting that in the middle and getting some of that confetti out. And I did a skull on my last one. This is cute. Oh, they have spiders too. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like the bat too though, because there's bats on this paper. I don't know. What do you think? Bat or spider? I'm going to do the bat. I know y'all are yelling at me and I can't hear you, but we're going to go with the bat. Kind of like the last one. And I'm just going to add, I'm not going to make this dimensional. I'm just going to add hot glue, tuck it under there. Tuck it behind there. And that's it, guys. That is our Dollar Tree altered Dollar Tree pencil pouch. Came out kind of cute. I love it. You can see the inside. Let's fill it with a lot of goodies. Okay, well there you go. I hope you guys have fun making yours. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend.